Are you thinking about starting therapy, but you're unsure what your first session might look like? Hi, I'm Lior, I'm a licensed therapist, and you're watching the Therapy Gal YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about a step-by-step of what your first session might actually look like. I'm gonna try to roleplay this, but it might seem a little bit weird because I'm just kind of talking to you guys, and there's no one else here. What if I look this way? This way? Or should I look at you guys? I'm gonna choose to look that way. Hey Jess, thank you for being here today. How are you feeling right now? And if Jess is nervous, that's understandable. Therapy is kind of funny when you really think about it. Opening up to a complete stranger, I appreciate you letting me know, and we can always check back into this feeling as our work continues together. Before we get started, I always like to take a few minutes in the beginning of the session to go over some of the paperwork, the one that you signed before coming in. Here is where your therapist will go over their policies, which will include what your privacy will look like in and out of session, your therapist cancellation policy, and typically how your therapist runs their first session. First sessions are all about collecting information from when you were a child to right now. I'm a systems therapist, so I always go over all of that in the beginning before we go into what brings you into session. I just realized I was sitting way too close to you guys. I backed it up. Today I'll be asking you what feels like 1 million questions. You might leave here feeling overwhelmed, or you might leave here feeling a sense of relief. Both of those emotions are very normal and very common. Do you have any questions before I continue? Let's pretend she said no. Usually people say no. So just imagine that this is you and this is your system. And your system is comprised of your family, your friends, your work or school, religion if that's important for you, relationships, and anything else that made you who you are today. So in today's session, I would like for you to tell me a little bit more about each of these different parts with a bit more detail. As much detail as we can in a 50-minute session. I want a little bit more than, mom's all right, I love dad, my little brother is annoying. You can also share your support systems with me, such as your friends, if you're in a romantic relationship, and anything else that you feel is a big part of your life currently and also in the past. After we've gone through all of that information, I would love for you to tell me what brings you in and then what your goals are for therapy, if you have any. Once we go through all of this in the 50 minutes that we have, your therapist might also suggest the frequency and duration of your therapy sessions. Most therapists recommend weekly sessions at least for the first 3 weeks, and then we can switch over to every other week depending on what brings you into therapy. I really hope this helped, and if you guys have any questions, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what else I can help you guys with. See ya!